Hey, Mike, what's up? This is Sally. Remember me from the social gathering the other day?
Yes. How are you, Sally?
That party was fun. I was so happy to meet a guy like you. I really had a good time. We really hit it off, don't you think?
Yes, I thought so too.
If you want, would you like to have dinner someday? It'd be a great opportunity to get to know each other better.
Sure, I look forward to it. Is there any place you'd like to go?
Oh, how about that Italian place across the street from where the party was?
Yes, I know it. Heard that it was on the news a lot, and it was a bit hard to get reservations or something.
Really? First I heard.
I'll give them a call and try to make reservations, okay? I'll get back to you. Please wait.
No problem.
Sorry to keep you waiting. As I thought. Can't get a reservation. Sorry. They said it wasn't possible for a while.
Too bad.
How about a Japanese-style place that a friend of mine recommends?
Sounds great! You have such friends, I take it.
Yes, I guess. The fish dishes are supposed to be pretty good. By the way, I recommend the rice tea porridge. Really delicious.
Rice porridge?
Yeah, the place is popular with women, so you'd love it.
Rice porridge? Really? LMAO, that kind of guy I see.
What? Do I sense a change?
You said Japanese restaurant, so I figured expensive sushi. You know, New York style. Porridge? LOL. Didn't realize you saw me as some poor country girl.
Not into Japanese food so much?
I didn't say that. The place you're talking about is just some local eatery, right?
Well, not really.
Invite a girl like me on a first date to a cheap local eatery?
Cheap?
Yes, cheap. The party we went to, all the guys there are making six-figure salaries, and you invite me to a cheap local Japanese restaurant. Is this place in Chinatown? Or is your salary low?
That's kind of rude in my opinion.
But it's the truth. And that Italian place, that you just made that all up, can afford to take me there, right?
I didn't make it up. Can't get a reservation there. It's really popular.
Nice try. I'm not going to get duped again. I'm going to call the organizers of that party and tell them you made up your annual salary. You're busted, mister. You penniless liar. See ya! Hey. You were at the organizers' party again today. Are you still trying to con innocent girls?
You again? Nice seeing you again today. Is there something I can help you with?
I called the social club organizers. Why are you still able to attend? You never give up, do you? How the hell did you sneak in? What nerve! I'm speechless. I am going to have to contact the organizers again. I have to point out their security procedures too. What a hassle. You really should know your place. You don't belong. Don't you get it? Hey, you!
You again? Please.
That's my line. And that party, the age limit was 35. So why were you there? You lied about your annual income. So why didn't they kick you out?
Maybe because I'm not lying. That could be it.
That's BS.
You can think what you like, but we're complete strangers. Just ignore me. You don't have to message me anymore. Don't mind me. Why don't you just worry about what you want? None of my business.
I can't stand you being around, TBH. You tried to trick me into thinking you were some high-income guy. It just pisses me off. I'm going to keep complaining to the organizers until they kick you out. Hey, I saw you. Finally gave up, I see. Good riddance, LMAO.
What is it this time?
I saw you at Denny's this afternoon. You're with some cheeky-looking woman in her mid-20s.
Am I not allowed to eat at Denny's?
No, not at all. I was just going to say it suited you, LOL. And the woman? Looks like the type that would satisfy with crappy diner food like that. Probably picked her up with one of your cheapo methods. Am I right? Guess that means my complaint to the organizers went through. Kicked out for life. LOL, LOL!
Kicked out? No. Even after you made that complaint, I'm still attending those parties.
What's that?
The woman you saw me with? I met her at one of those parties last weekend. That Denny's is right near my office. It was convenient, and I like Denny's anyways. Her office is nearby, so we had lunch, that's all.
Is that so? Well, 2 peas in a pod, LOL. As long as you're not around, I'm happy. Oh well, couldn't kick you out, but now you have no reason to attend those parties. Got yourself a little princess. All good. A liar and a cheeky princess. The perfect match, LOL. Answer your phone! I'm trying to contact you. You could at least reply.
Who is this?
It's Sally.
You again? I had you blocked. Did you change your ID?
That's right. Blocked? No wonder Line wasn't able to get through.
Getting all those line messages. Who wouldn't block that?
That's your fault.
Why's that?
You're the one who invited me to some cheap local eatery on our very first date. First impression is important, you know. So, what the hell was that?
What was what?
Yesterday afternoon, I saw you go into that Italian restaurant. I thought you said you couldn't get reservations. What's more, with that girl you were with at Denny's. Really? An expensive Italian lunch for the likes of her? What's up with that? Is this some kind of twisted revenge? If so, you picked on the wrong girl, my friend.
Twisted revenge? Sounds more like your tactic.
Huh?
You seem to think I lied about my annual income and went ahead and complained to the organizers. You pester me just because you saw me at an inexpensive diner-style restaurant chain. I would kind of call that twisted.
Well, you deserve it. You tried to con an innocent girl with your lies.
I didn't get kicked out of the club. That alone should tell you I'm not lying about my annual income.
What?
To be honest, I didn't want to carry on like this with a woman like you. Very tiresome to say the least. I have no choice but to explain everything to you once and for all.
Explain what?
The first time, it's true I was not able to make reservations at that Italian restaurant. And after that, the Japanese restaurant I mentioned? Do you remember that? That's one of the top restaurants in the city. Michelin top.
You're not serious. What are you blabbing about? You said rice porridge, for God's sake. Rice porridge? Right. LOL. Beggar's dish, IMO. Michelin? Give me a break.
Oh, I get it. You think rice porridge is some cheap beggar's food, is that it?
Well, isn't it?
What I wanted to recommend was the rice tea porridge with sea bream topping.
Seabrim?
The dinner menu costs $200 or $300, but the lunch menu is pretty reasonable. That's why it's so popular.
You're going to take me there?
Yes, I thought I would take you to lunch, and if you liked it, I was planning on taking you there for dinner.
Probably just the one-time thing, right? A poor guy like you can never take me there all the time, LOL.
You still seem to think I'm lying about my finances.
True, isn't it?
I'm a vice president of a certain company.
What?
About 10 years ago, A friend and I put our resources together and started a company. The venture really took off.
Huh? No way. Vice President, you say?
If you do a search with my full name, you'll see I'm not lying.
Oh, okay. Why didn't you say so from the start? I give you permission to ask me out again.
Excuse me?
Let's start over. What do you say? I'd be happy to have some rice tea porridge with Sebrin topping. Can't wait for the next date.
Sorry, I already have a fiancé.
What? Not that Tenny's woman.
That's right. We met each other's parents at that Italian restaurant yesterday. I suppose you saw us when we were going in there.
What? What about me?
Excuse me, but you dropped me, remember? I thought it was all over after that.
It was just a little mistake, is all. How was I supposed to know that you're some company executive? Another chance, please? That cheeky plain woman. It's obvious that I'm way prettier.
I should mention, the cheeky woman's father is the CEO of a major corporation.
Excuse me? A woman who's satisfied at eating at some family diner? A CEO's daughter? P.S. You're definitely being hoodwinked, lol.
I don't see any problem with a CEO's daughter eating at a family diner. What's wrong with that?
Huh?
She has a completely different value from you. That's all. On the other hand, our values are totally in sync. I feel comfortable being with her. I will definitely marry her.
You're not serious! I demand that you marry me! I met you first, after all! It's first come, first serve! Don't you even know that?
I really must disagree with your assessment. Besides, you have no right to tell me that. After all, you broke the club rules.
What?
I heard that you, not me, received a termination request from the organizers, right? It seems you got kicked out of similar clubs in the past. Running out of options, it seems.
Wait a sec. Why do you know that?
My current fiancé's brother went to school with you, it seems.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, I talked to him and told him about you and all the hassle I was getting from you, and he realized who you were. Apparently, you have been attending these parties saying you were 33 years old. But you're actually 38, right?
How did you...
You made some derogatory remarks about my annual pay, but you're the one that should be ostracized from the club.
Did you?
Yes, that's right. I informed the organizers about the false age.
How could you? How am I supposed to get a prospective husband now?
Self-inflicted is all I can say. Please, stop contacting me. It's annoying.
You shit!
My brother-in-law told me all about Sally and her antics. Apparently she was on a blacklist due to falsely claiming her age and complaints from other club members. It seems she was unable to get into other social clubs. Her antics eventually reached her parents, and she was evidently severely reprimanded. I guess she learned her lesson because I haven't heard from her since. I was finally rid of those obnoxious line messages. However, 1 year later, I heard it from a friend, but apparently, Sally got caught up in some online dating site, and she met some guy who swindled her out of all her money, and she went heavily into debt. Her dreams of marrying some rich guy were never in the cards for her, I guess. I hear she's working several jobs to pay off her debts.
Sis, thank you again for today. I know you're busy with work, but you went out of your way to make time for me. Oh, come on, Ellen. Don't be so formal. My sister and her boyfriend are coming over to say hello. So it is not the time to work. I didn't think you'd go that far. I'm surprised. What? Why? You never seemed that interested in me. If anything, you were annoyed by me. It's true that we didn't seem like friendly sisters. Or rather, we weren't close. I guess so, right? But when it comes to marriage, it's a different story. As a sister, I have to congratulate you. Thank you. By the way, I'm surprised you got such a handsome husband. Heath, right? I don't know why he fell in love with you. Your face is so plain. Heath says he likes my face. That's just flattery. You don't get married on flattery. He's a well-rounded guy who graduated from Harvard University and works for a great company. He's way out of your league. You need to get out there and find a good man yourself, sis. You're right. I'll do that then. By the way, you guys are going on your honeymoon, right? Yes, we are. We're leaving right after the wedding and reception. Okay. Where to? Australia. Wow, so you're traveling abroad? Have fun! Thank you. Well, I'd better get started on dinner. Okay. I'm looking forward to your wedding. Ellen! I'll be waiting for you outside the hotel. What? Sis? What do you mean waiting for me? What do you mean? It's the honeymoon. It's my first trip abroad. I'm looking forward to it. What? Wait a minute. Are you planning to go with us? That's normal, isn't it? Where's the normalcy in that? It's normal for a honeymoon to be just the newlyweds, right? What? Isn't that wrong? Is what wrong? I mean, Heath. He's a high-class guy. Not sharing him would just be wrong. You just don't go and share someone's husband. Oh, Ellen, you're so stingy. We have a lot going on. Even my parents aren't invited. But it's not fair. Just the same, it's not possible. What? See you later. That's really unfair. If you don't even want your own sister around him, he must be so great of a catch that you have to hide him from me. That's really unfair. It's just not fair that you get to have all the fun. If you want to play that way, then I have a few things up my sleeve too. Ellen, where are you? What, sis? I actually have all the information about your honeymoon. You must have been caught off guard because I haven't contacted you once since I lost you in front of the hotel. I'm in Australia now. Huh? So tell me, are you freaking out right now? Why? Because I hijacked your honeymoon. I got your husband. What? Heath is too good looking for you. I decided to just steal him away from you, so I went after him. You're a stalker now? Hey, you haven't heard from your husband since last night, have you? Huh? Why? Because he's been with me since last night. Excuse me? Your husband's missing because he was sleeping with me. I don't know what you're talking about. At first, I had no intention of taking him away from you. But once I actually saw Heath, I felt a sense of destiny. And from that moment, I couldn't stop loving him. It seems it was the same for him too. And at the hotel where he was staying, we sealed the deal. So I'm sorry, I took your husband away from you. He's marrying me, so just hurry up and get a divorce. Huh? Okay. I'm not going to get into any tacky jokes, so don't worry. Huh? If it's my husband you're talking about, he's sitting right next to me. Huh? Well, I'm going sightseeing with my husband now. If you want to get married, go ahead and do it. Bye. Oh no! I know you're destroyed because you lost your husband, but can't you make up a better lie than that? A honeymoon alone is just so empty. I mean, we just got our marriage certificate. When you and Heath get divorced, I'm going to submit it to the city hall immediately. I was surprised too that it turned out to be such a short-lived marriage. I felt love for him, and now we've made love for one night. I can't help it now. I'm taking your share of the happiness too, so please, forgive me. Ellen! I heard you and Heath got a divorce immediately. Thanks to you, we got married. Thank God, I have a sister who loves me. He says he likes me more than an ugly girl like you. We're going to be happy. You will regret for the rest of your life that you dug your own grave by choosing a handsome man who is not good enough for you. Low income, low educated men are the best for you. You can't even reply because you're frustrated, can you? You really are miserable. Ellen, I'm going to return him. I don't care if I have to pay compensation. Let me get the divorce. Hey, answer me. Ellen! What? What all of a sudden? I was introduced to Heath's mother and we got married. What's with that mother? She suddenly made me live with her, and she's been nothing but a wife bully. She told me that since I was married, I should be a housewife, and she made me quit my job. She told me not to leave the house except to go shopping, and she's always watching me. His father pretends not to see anything, and when I ask him for help, he brushes me off, saying that it's a wife's duty to obey her mother-in-law. No matter how handsome my husband is, I don't like my in-laws like this. That's unfortunate, isn't it? But why are you talking about giving my husband back to me? It's obvious now, isn't it? Heath was originally your husband. I'll give you your husband back, and he can divorce me. You've got the wrong guy. What? That can't be true. The name is the same, and it's the same face. You've always had bad eyesight. You don't like wearing glasses because they look tacky, and you say you don't want to waste money on contacts. I think you're living in a blurry world. If that's the case, then what? Even if I had bad eyesight, he identified himself as Heath, Ellen's husband. He introduced himself as a highly educated, handsome guy that works for a major corporation. A highly educated, handsome guy that works for a major corporation? He said that himself, Heath? Yes, he did. And his parents called him Heath too. There's no mistake about it. Ah, I kind of understand the situation now. Listen, I want you to calm down and listen to me. What? That Heath is my husband's cousin. Cousin? You married Heath's cousin with the same name when you had the intention of taking away my husband from me. Huh? What do you mean? Cousin Heath is close in age to my husband, and they happen to have the same name. He was compared to him from an early age and felt inferior to him. My husband graduated from a good university, got a job at a big company, got married. It seemed as though he was jealous of his smooth progression of life. He was a high school graduate, working part-time, and never had a girlfriend. What? But he says he's a handsome guy working for a big company. That's a self-proclaimed fact, isn't it? Do you have any proof? No, but... In general, a truly high-spec man would not call himself a high-spec man. My husband is a very elite man, but he's also very kind and gentle. Many of his colleagues are like that too. And I know this is off topic, but my cousin Heath hated my husband for that reason. So he decided to steal my husband's fiancée, me, and marry me as soon as he could. It looks like he even followed us on our honeymoon. I beg your pardon? That sounds familiar, doesn't it? It's amazing that you would do the exact same thing. I think you two are perfect for each other. Huh? I ended up not seeing my cousin Heath even once in Australia. Oh, come on, I get it now. I guess he lost interest in us after his dramatic encounter with you. So, he introduced himself as Heath, Ellen's husband. Are you saying that was a lie? Obviously, it was a lie. I was with my husband all the time. I don't even remember marrying my cousin Heath. Why are you lying like that? I don't understand. You were taken advantage of. You thought my cousin Heath was my husband and came on to him. He thought it would be better if he married you, while you thought he was my husband Heath. From our cousin Heath's point of view, he would have been happy with anyone, as long as he could get married quickly, wouldn't he? What? What are you saying? I don't know what you mean. It's okay if you don't. I don't know what I'm talking about either. But I understand that I married someone I don't understand. Ellen, help me. Why? Heath liked you to begin with, right? If that's the case, I'll give him to you, and you can trade me for your real handsome, high-class husband. I don't need a high school graduate part-timer. I don't like him, so that's impossible. I don't care if you do, so help me. Say what you want, but my husband has no relationship with that family. Huh? Why? You experienced that yourself. With parents and a son like that, it's natural to want to cut them off, isn't it? What's that? I'm the only one getting the raw end of the deal. Where's my handsome husband? Your husband is a high school graduate that comes with a wife-bullying mother. Birds of a feather get married and live together. And I'm going to cut you out too. Huh? Why? It's obvious, isn't it? even though it ended in an attempt, you tried to steal my husband away from me. You followed us on our honeymoon without permission. You're insane. Our parents said they're cutting you off from them too. No way! Then what am I supposed to do? I don't know. If you had any brains at all, you would have known that he was lying. Pity your stupid self. Hey, please, help me. I won't do it again. I'll never think of taking away your husband again. So please, give me one more chance. Since you don't seem to understand, I'll teach you a lesson, sis. There are moments in life where you only have one shot. Sometimes, once you lose trust, you never get it back. You know, you have always found me annoying. I was a fool to think for even a moment that we might have made peace with each other as we grew up and got married. Don't say that! We've only got us, 2 sisters. You're the one who tried to steal my husband, aren't you? You brought this on yourself. I'm still on my honeymoon. Could you leave me alone? Bye, sis. Get along with your husband. After that, she tried her best to escape from her parents-in-law's house. But her husband and mother-in-law found her, and she failed to escape. Of course, she could not get a divorce. She seems to be enjoying her life as a housewife like a half-slave, while enduring the bullying and monitoring. On the other hand, my husband and I moved into a new house after returning from our honeymoon. We are enjoying our happy newlywed life. My husband's salary is quite good, but I like my job too. I would like to continue working until we have children.